Tiger will enter the gate. There is Amazombie going in. And Coyle.
Watch the inside, sum of the parts, the 1 and the 9 Trinniberg for the pace, and it should be a quick one.
Absolutely. Trinniberg, they added blinkers for this race, meaning that they're trying to get even more speed out of Trinniberg.
Amazombie at 7-2, the favorite. The Lumber Guy is at 4-1. Coyle is 5-1. And for the call of the sprint, let's go upstairs to Trevor Denman.
Thank you, Tom. As you come over, just the last few left to go forward now. Capital Account went up earlier, didn't go in. The long shot box, Sewer de Rue to the outside gate. They go straight in. They're all set for the Express sprint, Breeders' Cup sprint. All set. And away they go. Some of the pods bounced out fast from the inside. Trinniberg in the red cap. Amazombie broke well, but doesn't have the early speed. Here's Fast Bullet going up to race third. The Lumber Guy is in the 4th spot. Down at the rail, Jimmy Creed is in 5th. Amazombie's right there now. He's only 4 lengths off the leader. Poseidon's Warrior on the far side. Smiling Tiger races between horses. Gantry in the white colours gives them 8-length start. In behind that is Justin Phillip. Amazing Destiny. Coyle far back today. Coyle in the red is giving them a good 8-length start. Big gap is 6 lengths back to Capital Account, and Boxeur de Rue is last. They come to the quarter pole, and it's some of the parts on the inside, and Trinniberg. The Lumber Guy comes after them. Fast Bullet is in 4th. Smiling Tiger moving into contention. On the far side, Poseidon's Warrior. Amazombie's got to do a little better than Coyle, Jimmy Creed. They come for home. Trinniberg, the Lumber Guy on the outside. Smiling Tiger, some of the parts coming back. And now here's Fast Bullet trying to come again. Trinniberg, the Lumber Guy, the 2 though. Trinniberg going to go all the way. Trinniberg, the Lumber Guy. Trinniberg too good today, and Trinniberg is 1 at a length under Willie Martinez. The Lumber Guy was second. Some of the parts, and Smiling Tiger in a photo for 3rd.
Wow, so Trinniberg, you remember him from the Kentucky Derby the first Saturday in May. He was up there close to the early pace before fading badly to 17th at 1.25 miles. Back now, and this is in his wheelhouse, 6 furlongs, as he is the unofficial winner in 107 and change.
107 and 4, and this is what Trinniberg wants to do. He is built for speed. He is a sprinter, and he proved it today, Randy.
He really is the Usain Bolt of this field, isn't he? The Caribbean speedball. You know, when they ran him in the Kentucky Derby, most of the knowledgeable horse players were ridiculing the Parbu family for doing it, saying, you know, this horse belongs more in the Breeders' Cup Sprint than he does in the Kentucky Derby. Boy, does he.
Yeah, did he have? They were right about that.
And this is ironic. Bob Baffert running 3 horses in here. He blamed Trinniberg for Bodemeister not winning the Kentucky Derby, from getting pressure from Trinniberg. Now he wins at a good price here today.
And Willie Martinez celebrating a win on Trinniberg as we go down to Donna.
Willie, first of all, congratulations. Your Breeders' Cup, your first Breeders' Cup win, and on a horse that you're so familiar with. You've ridden him his last 7 starts. You work him all the time. Did you see him sitting on this kind of a race?
Yes, we did. First of all, thank God. Thanks to the Parbu connection for keeping me on this horse and let me enjoy the ride. It's been a long time coming, and I mean, I expected him to run this kind of a race today.
Willie, I've watched you over the years work so hard, and this is what you work for, right? To get these kind of wins. What's it mean to you?
Well, you dream about it. Sometimes you can feel it, but to actually taste it, it's just the best feeling in the world. And I just thank God for everything that has come my way. My family, all my supporters, all my loved ones, they know who they are, and thank God.
Willie, I watched the race from the backside, which means I couldn't see anything. Tell me about your trip.
Well, you know, he's very tactical. He's very quick out of there. And the plan was to sit off the #1 horse, Solomon Park. And the way the track has been playing, I just figure I kept him happy where he needs to be. And he's just an amazing animal. He really is.
They added blinkers for this race. I'm sure that was on your recommendation. Why, and how did they help him?
Well, his last few races, he hasn't been breaking out of the gate like he usually does. And we wanted to put a little bit more spark into his game, which he doesn't need a whole lot. But it really does. It really does help a lot. And Mr. Parbu he made a hell of a call on this one, and I was a little bit skeptical because I'm the one that requested to take his blinkers off, and we did good with him. But today was just a different day, and you know, thank God for Trinniberg. He's just an amazing animal.
Willie, 107-4 today. You know him better than anybody, but did you think he could really go that fast?
It doesn't really surprise me. I mean, he's just been, you know, in his 3-year-old division, he's been a dominated sprinter. So taking on all the horses, I knew he had to run the race of his life, and I knew he would.
Congratulations. Well done. Let's go to Kenny Rice.
All right, celebration continues with the trainer and all the family. Congratulations. This seemed to be his distance. You were very confident that it would be. How did you feel about the way it was shaping up when they turned for home?
When they turned for home, I feel real good because I know we added on the blinkers, because in the last couple of races when he ran, you know, and he go to the lead, he didn't have no confidence in the race no more. So I had to add on the blinkers for him to get back in the race.
It all seemed to come together.
The blinkers were good. Everything is awesome. Enjoy it now.
Congratulations. The blinkers did work. Let's go to Mike Battaglia.
All right, with Mike Smith, who rode the favorite Amazombie, and the veteran just didn't have it today. What was the story out there? What about your trip?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, his last 2 races have kind of been this way, just very dull, kind of mediocre. It's just something. It's something, you know, that's nothing major, something minute that's bothering him for whatever reason. He's just not firing like he did early on in the year. Had him in a great spot, and in the middle of the turn, he'd already kind of threw the towel in on me, and that's just not like him.
You know this horse. You've ridden him so many times, so you knew early that it wasn't his day?
Yeah, I really did. Normally when he goes into that turn and hits that left lead, boy, I mean, he puts himself right where you want to be, and he went over to it today and just didn't really pick it up at all. I knew I was a bit in trouble then.
So live to fight another day?
He certainly will.
Thanks, Mike. Tom?
All right, Mike, as we look at Willie Martinez with his first Breeders' Cup win in 4 starts, had been known primarily before this as the rider of the old great campaigner brass hat. Gary, here's the replay.
Yeah, and Trinniberg, he couldn't have had a better trip. He got the fast break there. It set up exactly how Willie thought it was going to, with some of the parts going directly to the lead. And he's basically just clocking this horse in front of him. He's not asking him to do anything at this point in the race. And Trinniberg's actually going to drag him up towards the lead. Willie's able to sit on him, though, Randy, until he hits the head of the stretch.
You know, maybe earlier in his career he was so speed crazy that he wouldn't have reacted as well to a situation like this where another horse is in front of him. Maybe the blinkers in some way helped that. But it's a newly professional Trinniberg that we're seeing now in his last couple of starts. He showed it here.
Absolutely. And I think one of the major things, though, is the pace of the race. In the longer distance races, like the Kentucky Derby, you're trying to slow the horse down to go 23, 24 for the first quarter, whereas today they're going 21 and some change, much faster. Willie doesn't have to take a hold of him during the early running of the race, which saves energy for the shorter distance. Amazombie, in the meantime, Mike, like he said, he had him in the perfect spot right here, but he started riding him early on. He was 3 furlongs from home when he started asking him for his best run. When Amazombie's on his game, he drags Mike up into the race on his own, and Mike doesn't have to ask him until the last 8.
In hindsight, maybe Amazombie was trying to tell his people something when he finished 4th in his last start, and it was an unexpected 4th. And you see right there, Amazombie has none of the spark that he had a year ago at Churchill Downs when he won.
And you can
so impressively.
You can see Mike Smith taking care of him. He never laid the stick on him. He sensed that things weren't just right with Amazombie. It wasn't a horrible race, but it's not the Amazombie we're used to seeing.
Tom, you remember, you think back to the Derby and how they acquired this horse. Shiv Parbu was on a delivery, a business delivery to Ocala, found out there was going to be a sale there, walked into the arena, saw the horse, fell in love with him at first sight, bought him for $21,000. Now look at him.
Went to the sale by accident and comes away with a Breeders' Cup winner. As you see the express bet payoffs, Trinniberg paying $29.40 to win. The Lumber Guy and Smiling Tiger complete the trifecta. So hats off to the hard-working Willie Martinez. He finally gets a Breeders' Cup victory in his 4th try. And down in Trinidad and Tobago, there's dancing in the